So, Miss Lawrence, let's go through it, baby.
Okay.
How did you land such an incredible role like Miss Freddy, who was the confidant to Billie Holiday, was her brother, was her sister, was sometimes, her protector? How did you land that phenomenal role?
I got a phone call from Lee a couple years ago. I know
Who's
exact the
Lee?
night. I'm
Who's
so
Lee?
sorry, y'all. I got a phone call from Lee Daniels, the iconic Lee Daniels. One night um I was at they were waiting to announce who would become mayor of Atlanta, and it ended up going into, it was election night. It ended up going into a runoff. Anyway, and Lee called me. He said, I think I may have another project for you that I want you to audition for. And he said, I'm doing the story of Billie Holiday. It's a story that no one knows, da 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 da. And he sent me the script. And after I got the script, remember, baby, we went on vacation. We went to Cabo, and we stayed at the fabulous LeBlanc Resort. And I sat out
Yes.
there, and I read the script, and I was so intrigued and enthralled with Billie's story, which I did not know. All I knew of Billie Holiday was that she was fabulous, an incredible singer, and she had a way with putting them gowns on, okay? And, of course, the iconic movie Lady Sings the Blues with Diana Ross. And so I'm studying the script, and then I see my character that I'm supposed to study, Miss Freddy, who was Billie Holiday's dresser. He styled her. He was her dear friend and confidant, and he was a real person. And so I studied and I studied and I studied, and didn't know when I would be called to the audition. I just had the material, and then finally I got called to audition at a very short notice, and I had just gone to L.A. for whatever reason, and I'm like, oh my God, I have to do this audition. They want it by like tomorrow, or maybe I had a 2-day window, and so I called my dear friend, an incredible director and actress herself, Tasha Smith, and I tell Tasha, I said, Tasha, I have this opportunity. Lee's doing a new movie, da 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 da, and I think I know with this character. I think I know how to bring this character to life, but I just want to make sure. I need your help, And she says, okay, well, while you're out there, she said, come in for a session. She has a school, the Tasha Smith workshop. And I went, she put me with one of her coaches, and he helped me for my audition, find that character for my audition, and brought out some things that I wouldn't have naturally seen, just based on my natural ability to be able, or capability to be able to act, and it really helped. And then I went and filmed my audition in L.A., and I got a call back from the casting director, Billy Hopkins, that they wanted to see it in person. And then I had to fly to New York. I had to figure out what Miss Freddy looked like, and because there were no pictures, there were no references. And so I brainstormed. Bevy, you even helped me. I remember I was sitting in my hotel room in the SLS, and I took some pictures went and found a wig, honey, and put some stuff on I got from the costume shop. I said, Mother, what you think? She's like, not that wig. You need like some curl, like some texture or something. So anyway, played around with some wigs and stuff, and went to New York, and I had gotten wind, because I be having my ears everywhere. Someone told me that the competition was really stiff between me and maybe 2 other actors for this role of Miss Freddy. And I'm like, okay, what can I do to really make sure that I stand out? And so I decided to literally go into the audition as Miss Freddy. I rented gowns. I had gowns flown in from Atlanta. A dear friend of mine owns a showroom here, and she sent me some gowns and a rack. And I set them up on the rack, and I put my costume on and put my wig on, and I put me some frames on, and I pumped down. I don't know what street that was on in New York City, honey, but I pumped down to that building and walked up in there with that rack and them gowns and set it up in the hallway. And I walked in the room, and I sat there quietly. Everybody was looking at me like I was crazy. There was quite a few people in there that was auditioning for the movie for various roles. And I sat there quiet over in the corner, honey, with some glasses on. And one of the ladies was like, you're here for, I said, Miss Freddy. And she said, oh, okay, you are Miss Lawrence? I said, yes. And Lee comes walking out the room because he just got through with somebody's audition. And he's like, wow, what are you? Miss, what are you doing? Where did you get that? Where did you get these guys? I said, Miss Freddy doesn't go Miss Freddy doesn't go anywhere without Billie's gowns. And honey, he gagged, and I walked in there and into that audition room, and I went straight into monologue, and I wouldn't come out of character until I heard the words "You're hired," and I think that's what sealed the deal, and the rest is history.